there were multiple avenues, and people are actually trying to move away from their core engineering programs to be able to serve engineering as such, because engineering is getting so much mixed and fused. So if you look at it from let's say a national policymakers view, then yes, we have a very growing industry. We need competent workforce to actually drive the industry, and our industry, in fact, our industry is, I see that in a lot of areas, like for example auto, the Indian industry is actually getting into real global world-class design a lot. So we do need people to actually drive these designs. And in this design, so when we are talking of industrial design, it's always a whole, as I say, like, it's actually an interdisciplinary theme. So you actually, to be able to be effective at the very edge of the industry, you actually need to have your brain little bit drain away and learn many other things. And as a body, people will always, competent people will always seek out what they find, what they think is the best for them. So today, the IT, people are already moving to, a lot of people used to go abroad, scenario is slowly changing, a lot of people are actually finding equally satisfying professional jobs here in the country. People are moving out from the US, coming back, and today it is IT, tomorrow it will be biology. In fact, if you see the field of biology, there is a fantastic need of people who understand mathematics and technology in biology. And the US government, for one, has actually figured out that it may be a little easier to bring engineers into biology rather than bringing biologists into engineering. So there are actually programs to bring people into that. So you need people to drive that as well. So to just conclude, I think it's not only just something that we need to tolerate. I think especially in institutions like this, we need to enable it in effective ways. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Siddharth. I think lunch is running close, but I would definitely ask the audience to throw their questions, and please mention the panelists you are in. Yes.
May I give my comment?
Comments? Questions?
Comment.
Please.
I am Dr. Kaur from IIT Kharagpur Chemical Engineering Department. So first of all, let me say that the House must accept the forces of market forces. Actually, everything is decided by their market forces, whether we like it or not. So we cannot define by what they should, what they should not do. Coming back to this internal brain drain, I just like to quote Mrs. Indira Gandhi. At the time she said that we don't mind brain drain because we have enough brain to drain. Then next I would like to say, because of this kind of brain drain, I give you two examples. We have done tremendous job. Two examples. One is of Mr. Kejriwal, who did mechanical engineering from this IIT Kharagpur, and another is Mr. Narayan Murthy. I have great respect for these two persons because they have changed the scenario. I think how many of us can even dream of creating such service as Mr. Kejriwal. He's an RTI person who got arguments with an access award. And then another Narayan became a great entrepreneur. These are the two persons who have changed the scenario. How? Previously, all the Indians who used to be recognized in India, they have to be recognized in the abroad. Whether it's Satyajit Ray or Amartya Sen or anybody. It is only these two persons who have been recognized in India and then they have been recognized in abroad. So that's why if somebody has a brain, let them have the freedom to also train their brain anywhere they like. Thank you very much.
Would anyone in the audience like to aim their questions at some of the panelists? Yeah, please.
Good afternoon, Aniruddha Sharma, final year student. If you look at the study model in the US, students start
Are you aiming your question at a particular panelist?
generally, specifically Mr. Siddharth, because he mentioned about CFA and all. So if you look at students in the US, they start with something in their university and they come out with something else at the end. Some of them, I was looking at Stanford, they have their self-defined design major. So do you think moving the study system, even at IITs, in which the students have freedom to study whatever they want to study, and kind of making it a much more free system, would solve the problem of students going to specifically to finance or specifically to one sector?
Yeah. Anybody would like to read?
And let me tell you, a lot of talk is there about this kind of activity. I have been in charge of making the institute timetable at one time here in IIT Kharagpur. Unless you have more resources in terms of faculty, in terms of rooms, it's impossible to design that kind of thing. Because when we gave electives which are common to electronics, mechanical engineering and electrical engineering instrumentation, it became impossible to fit even two students who have conflicting things, and timetable becomes next to impossible to make. So those places where they have that kind of culture, that is, in fact, a student does a lot of study by himself. Unfortunately, we don't have that kind of culture here. So it's very easy to talk of that. But one thing is very certain, that the days when one could grow, do research in a basic, limited area defined as a core mechanical, electrical engineering are gone. Most of the future disciplines, developments are going to take place using techniques from not even two but even larger number of disciplines. So that's why we are actually moving already, the boundaries of the disciplines have disappeared in my opinion. And the less we think of those boundaries, I think better it will be for the future. We are at a juncture when there is a tremendous rate of development of technology, possibly it's faster than any other time in history. That you must understand. So you people, particularly in places like IITs, you are very privileged because you are being equipped with the kind of tools and a thinking that you don't recognize these boundaries, you can really cross them. And I think you can create much more useful products and services for society by moving out of the boundaries rather than remaining within them. That's my personal opinion. And also in future, IP is going to be one of the major contributors of that. America is rich today, not apart from resources, but also because of the IP that they hold for the intellectual property. So we should also actually look at creating intellectual property. And for that, again, it will be difficult to create intellectual property in a core area. But in multiple areas, immense opportunities are there. We must actually train our students to look into some of these things. Thank you.
So far, the discussion has been limited to engineering degrees, deviation from one particular discipline to the other. But probably the topic